tonight, baseball's best players come together right here at Marlins Park in Miami, Florida for the 88th annual MLB All-Star Game. The Seahawks are 5-0 at home in the playoffs under Pete Carroll, and tonight they hope that impressive streak continues as they host Fairbanks native Andre Roberts and the Detroit Lions right here at CenturyLink Field. Get your peanuts and Cracker Jacks because baseball is back and better than ever. Charge! The 112th annual Midnight Sun Game officially underway here in Fairbanks, and what makes this game so unique is its late start time. First pitch was thrown moments ago at 10 p.m., and the game's only lighting comes from the midnight sun. Reporting on a horse in Anchorage, the people here today are hoping to change that by shooting pull and killing a disease for good. Christina, the final buzzer sounded on the most famous college basketball tournament in our state. UA officials announced this year will be the final year of the annual Holiday Hoops Classic, and today when media members walked into the press conference, they were handed with this memo and the headline reading, Great Alaska Shootout to hold final edition in 2017.
Left leg up.
Diamond's Nico Lozano is the heartbeat of the Lynx defense and a key contributor on offense, but was absent for most of the 2016 season.
Last year, man, the Lozano house was, it seemed like somebody had died because he was on the verge of having a very, very good year.
But Lozano would tear his ACL and 70% of his MCL, which kept him on the sideline for the rest of the year, forcing him to have surgery and begin rehab.
It felt like my whole leg just restarted. I had to start lifting super light weights, and it was really frustrating, really hard, and at times it'd bring me to tears on just how rough it was.
Lozano spent all offseason trying to regain his health, and it was right here at the 35-yard line of East High School where he suffered those injuries, and it's something that transformed him into a stronger person.
It was humbling, and it was hard. It hit me hard, and I think it made me not only a better player, but a better person.
Even though the season hasn't went the way that we've wanted it to, he's really put it on himself to leave this place better than he found it.
With hard work and the burning desire to be out on the field, Lozano's dream of playing was delayed, not denied.
A lot of doubt hit me at first, but after I started seeing the results of just going to rehab, icing, just keeping a clear head all the time, I got better.
There's no question that he's back where he should be. There's no doubt in my mind that he wouldn't have done it.
The Lynx captain successfully returned to elite form and was named a first-team conference selection, proving his injuries were a minor setback for what would be a major comeback.
Let's go. We the baddest one out there. We the baddest ones, man. They can't stop us. I'm tired of this whole state sleeping on us. Let's wake them up. We scored on them. They couldn't stop us. They don't want this work. They shook.
With the Lynx at Diamond High School, Jake Siegel, your Alaska Link.
And now, your Sports Link with Jake Siegel.
Chugiak running back Derek Snell dazzled both teammates and opponents this year, finishing with more than 2,000 yards from scrimmage and 37 touchdowns. Those numbers made it easy to see why Snell was the state's best player this year. The senior was remarkable, helping lead the Mustangs to their only undefeated regular season in school history and second straight Rail Belt title. Snell was so good that he scored 6 touchdowns in a game twice. The Alaska native is going D1 and will attend Montana State University, who are members of the Big Sky Conference. The future Bobcat was also a star on defense, adding 4 sacks and an interception. Here in Alaska, it snows a lot, but compared to the scene in Buffalo today, it makes our winter look mild at best. Perfect conditions, though, for mushers and their sled dogs, but this is football, not the Iditarod. The Buffalo Blizzard is on. Late in the first half, the Bills break the scoreless tie as newly acquired wideout Kelvin Benjamin instantly becomes a Bills fan favorite. They go up 7-0 at the half. We fast forward all the way to the fourth quarter, 1:20 left to play. Indy in the red zone, and Jacoby Brissett finds Jack Doyle for the 3-yard score. Colts even the game at 7. Shady McCoy always plays better in the snow, totaling 156 yards today. None more important than these 21. Shady runs the Bills to a 13-7 overtime win. Buffalo back at 500 on the season, and it's Snow Angel time for everyone. In Cleveland, the winless Browns hosting the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers right here on Fox 4. Cleveland trails 7-0 And it's been more than 1,000 days since Josh Gordon stepped on a football field, but the one-time Pro Bowler hasn't lost a step. The Browns tied up at 7. Brett Hundley had his best game as a pro in this one, trailing by a touchdown with 23 seconds left in regulation. He hits Devontae Adams from 1 yard out. This sends the game to OT. The Pack attack back on the move again, and Hundley can hook up with Adams again. This one's the game winner as Green Bay gets the walk-off score, rallying to stun the winless Browns 27-21. It's time to start considering former South High goalie Jeremy Swayman like a fine wine. He just gets better with age. And the scary thing is, he's a rising sophomore at the University of Maine. The Anchorage resident also started for the USHL Sioux Falls Stampede in 2016, and over the summer was drafted by the Boston Bruins in the 4th round of the NHL draft. Swayman's quick hands, great size, and terrific play in the net are just some of the reasons as to why he was selected as just one of 3 goaltenders to crack the 2018 U.S. Junior National Team. Swayman and the U.S. will look to defend their world title as the juniors start next week in Buffalo, New York. A historic hockey rivalry renewed tonight as 2 teams in the original 6 on display, with the Bruins visiting the Red Wings. We go right to the 3rd period with the game knotted at 1. Boston able to get a shot off, but it takes a Detroit bounce, and Darren Helm gets the puck up the ice to Dylan Larkin, who lights the lamp on the breakaway. Red Wings go up 2-1. Less than 90 seconds left to play. The Bruins answer. David Pasternak in perfect position, and he puts the biscuit in the basket. Game tied at 2-2. We move to overtime, and after setting up that score, Brad Marchand goes backhand and gets one himself. This one seals the victory for the Bruins. Boston wins 3-2, but still trails Tampa and Toronto in the Atlantic Division. This year, second-ranked UAA women's basketball is sticking to what they do best, playing an up-tempo style offense and a suffocating defense. Following that blueprint helped the Green and Gold capture its first Great Alaska Shootout Championship under Coach Ryan McCarthy. Their vaunted mayhem defense will be tested early as UAA opens conference play this week, featuring some of the best offenses in the GNAC. UAA welcomes Central Washington on Thursday and faces Northwest Nazarene on Saturday. At 6-0, the Seawolves are sizzling, but are not satisfied with their number 2 national ranking.
Feels good, but at the end of the day, we don't want to be, we've had our heart broken enough times where, you don't want to finish number 2 in the nation. I know how that feels, and it rips your heart out. So we're continuously working every single day so that we can put ourselves in a position to be number 1.
That'll do it for Sports Tonight here on Fox 4. We'll be right back with more news after the break.